What's up?
Hey, what's going on?
How you doing? How am I feeling? It's a loaded question.
What are you thinking?
I don't know.
Still don't know.
You know.
I'll be right back, Robbie.
All right. It's hard because my scales are tipping. I have this here. It's incredibly hard, you know. But there is a lot of potential. There's so much potential. But then I have, you know, Jess outside. So, you know, from the beginning, I tried, and I tried to rally the troops, and I tried to take a lead when I could, you know, but it's hard.
Yeah.
I just don't know. I just don't know. Do you have something alive in your hand?
No.
Oh.
You know our black duck?
Yeah?
I think something got it.
What do you mean? Oh, those
Not in the
feathers?
lake, and there's a big pile of black feathers over there.
No, I saw them this morning.
Did you?
Yeah.
I couldn't see him when I was
He
looking
gone.
for him.
No, I saw them. I saw those feathers when I was running. So.
But you saw him in the lake?
Yeah.
Didn't see him.
Where I was
Maybe he's just
swimming.
molting. I don't know what ducks
We got
do.
into a scuffle.
I wouldn't bring them inside though. That might be a bad idea.
Just gonna do a little show and tell.
They'll get the hippy tippies. They'll be like, oh my god, the dog is dead.
I wonder if I can incorporate them into a costume.
Yeah. There's that.
You may want to wash your hands.
Yeah.
It's all with black duck disease.
But let's go. I want to talk to you alone, my darling.
Okay, where are you going?
But I do think there's a lot of good that can come out of all this. Let's go. I want to be away from Leatherman. Where can we go? I'm going to the dock.
Yeah, let's go on the dock.
Let's go on the dock. How are you today?
Stepped on a rock. Heading to the dock. So you slept in the shed?
Yeah. I got Oh, excuse me. What is that down there? Is that like supposed to be a body?
What? Yes.
I hope Aaron's okay. I heard his ear got
Yeah, I
messed
didn't
up.
see it happen or anything, but he got something in his eardrum. Taylor's still pretty convinced that you guys are going to win on the game.
Quite convinced of
I don't even
that.
think you guys have a plan.
Oh, we got such a plan, dude. You don't even know. I'm gonna move this body over here.
You were gone a long time.
I'm delusional
Yeah,
now?
you don't even know what's going on. You miss so much.
Hour in here is like a day, right?
Yeah.
I needed to, like... I
Pep
needed
talk.
to talk to someone. For me, the scales are just tipping. And it's hard to just keep going. And as I told Mike, if I was a single guy, I think it would be easier to remain positive and what have you. But like I said, I had a lot of time to think, and it's hard to think when you're kind of in it and everything like that. And I tried, like when I got here, I tried to kind of be a voice, and rally the troops now and again. And I tried to do a lot of good things. I tried to help, get things going. And do what I could. And, I don't know, I guess you just gotta come to a realization sometimes that sometimes, like, I don't know how to say this, but, like, you put a lot in, and, I got a lot of good out of a lot of this. Getting married, meeting you, T, a lot of them in there. But I just don't feel the pull for me. And I could have still been, the Chompkins, whatever, if I wanted to. But I just don't. I think this is such an opportunity. This is amazing opportunity. But it's not everybody's here. It's going to be here for a year. And maybe that's okay. And maybe you just need to, like, I don't know how to put it. Just, maybe I was here just to help it from the beginning. And just the initial push. And I don't need to be a voice anymore.
I mean, are you okay with that? I still feel like you have a lot you want to do and a lot of good to be done. I think that, you're what you are helped initially. I mean, you are a laborer, right? You helped with setting up infrastructure, and you gave us, the amenities we needed to stay here for a year, right? In the beginning. Just like I came here to be a hunter and to provide food. But I think that once a project evolves, you can start to play off your different strengths. Like, I think all of us when we came here, what we are was important, you know?
That's really like, I see what you're saying. But like I kind of mentioned to Mike, my scales have tipped.
I don't think so.
What I have out there is so important to me.
And
that I don't want to be just a person here, just going through the motions. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
But you could really do great things. More than you think. I can't stress that enough.
But why don't you think that same thing for yourself?
Just
because your heart's somewhere else?
Yeah.
I understand that.
And I don't want to be a distraction. I don't want to be a negative force, because that's not what this is. That's not what this is about. You know? Like, there's so many great things that can happen. And for me, you know, if I can just look back and say, I helped to launch that, I'm good, because I have so much out there, you know? And I don't think that's selfish or anything like that, but I just have so much. But you.
But I feel like you're limiting yourself. Rob.
I'm not. I'm opening up. I've changed so much.
I know you have.
And I'm happy with it. I know it seems like I'm depressed. I know that. But I can't stress how happy I am. And I'm happy what I accomplish here. I'm happy I'm okay with that. I am absolutely fine with that. Because as far as for myself, I've done more here than I've done in the last 38 years. Just to change. And I know the hard part is going to be going out there and not slipping back. I know that's hard. And it's going to be hard. But I think I can do it, you know?
But I think once you realize that it's going to be hard to not fall back, that's your first step in not falling back. Is realizing that it's going to be hard. Admitting to yourself that it's going to be hard. You know, just acknowledging that it's not going to be easy is the first step in big change.
Yeah. But I don't want you to think that I gave up.
No.
Because I didn't. I've just moved on. My mind has moved on. But I really, really cannot stress enough for you just to every day just remain positive about this. And just keep doing what you're doing. Because, you know, people might not tell you all the time, especially in here. It seems like everybody's like going, trying to move themselves and each other forward. You know? But I just want you to know that you are the most important person here. Just to me. everybody. And they don't see it now. They don't see it now. But in time they will. And just whatever you do, don't lose sight. No matter what happens, if it's a date or you gotta fight with somebody else, just keep going. Because you want it. You want it. And you're here for a purpose. And you're fulfilling that purpose. And like I say, I tried to come in and do it. And be a voice. And whenever I leave, if it's this is my time, please just take up the reins and just go with it. Because whether you know it or not, you're the most powerful person there. And you are loved.
I'm just glad that you find some type of solace in knowing that, like, we wouldn't have gotten any farther than the dark ages if it weren't for you.
Appreciate that. And that makes it worth it. Because
we would have still been eating over coals, we would have still been hungry. This project would have stopped dead in its tracks if it weren't for you. I mean, completely come to a halt. We would have just been nowhere. I mean, this would have just been a thing about survival, and it would have been miserable, and nobody would have been able to accomplish bigger, more powerful things here if it weren't for you. And I understand that that would be enough for somebody. That would be enough for me. If I knew that because of me, this project got to be something great instead of just being something dark and, you know, primal and sad.
Yeah.
And full of struggle.
And I'm happy.
I mean,
I'm happy about
because
that.
of you, I have the opportunity. I have a computer now to go on and talk to people and raise money and do all of these things. But I don't know how to do those things. I couldn't have flourished if it weren't for you.
Thank you.
Just so you know that none of us would have had this if it weren't. And that's why everybody's so important, but you in particular.
Wow.
And just emotionally for me too, Rob, I wouldn't have been here if it weren't for you. I mean, I really like everybody, but I love you.
When I leave, whenever that is, I don't know if it's gonna be today, tomorrow. I don't know. Mm-hmm. But I'm gonna keep watching you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna keep tabs on you. So don't let me down, because I'll write a stern note.
A strongly worded letter.
A strongly worded letter. I'll write it. You know? But I just, again, it's hard for me to pluck myself out of certain
I know you're
places.
not a quitter, and I know that you wouldn't have quit this unless you feel strongly that, you know, you've done what you wanted to do here, and that to keep continuously being happy, it's not here and it's with Jess, and I want you to have that.
It was so hard when she left. Mm-hmm. It took every bit I had to stay. Mm-hmm. You know?
I want you to have that. And I mean, I think you know that we wouldn't have been in the position that we are now to do anything bigger if it weren't for you. Mm-hmm. You know? I just don't want you to think like, oh, I'm just a labor, you know? And that's what's important too. Like, I think really the whole labor class and the working class can learn something from you. You know, because I think day to day you go into your job. You're like, you know, there are people that just like assemble cars, or they just, you know, put wires together. But I don't think they understand that, like, that's the foundation for bigger things.
Yeah.
You know?
I was in a UAW and stuff, and, you know, the shop that I was in, and it was just a bunch of labor guys, and there were some smart guys, and they did a lot of great things. They do a lot of great things. Everything that they do has to do with saving lives, and that's awesome. And there's people that get up every day. There's people who get up every day and they go to jobs and they're just like, you know what I'm saying? And think about that when you're down, and think about the opportunity that you have and why you came here. Because this is a great thing. It is an amazing opportunity. And you should be proud that you're not only here, but play as big of a role as you do. Because I see it every day. Every day. And like you said, when you're down, I'm down. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel some sort of way.
Oh my God, I feel like we're Siamese twins. Like, oh, Rob's angry. I don't know what I'm angry about, but now I'm fucking angry. Rob didn't like his cereal this morning. Everybody's getting it.
Son of a bitch. Yeah. But, so, that's about it.
I needed that.
I love you too, kid. Now I gotta talk to T. And so you keep that kid's fucking head out of his ass. Keep him happy. I walked in, I was happy to see him happy.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't smile. I was like,
a nice night last night. I wish I could have been there. It was all, we did the kind of, like, favorite moment in Utopia, and we all went around and said our favorite moment. But then the nice part that I thought was nicest is we even looked back on the bad moments and laughed at them. Like, the things that used to stress us out so bad were comical. Yeah. Like Red's blow-ups, we laughed at him. Like, he's so ridiculous. He's so ridiculous. And we, like, I mean, we laughed for, like, we had a million of them. And it was, like, it was stuff that, like, at the time, not funny, annoying, stupid.
Oh, terrible, right?
Horrible.
Wasn't it horrible?
Horrible. And then we're, like, looking back and we're like, dude, like, we laughed at Nikki's cheeseburger dilemma. Remember when they're like,
should I eat this? What should I do?
And she cried over it. Like, but at the time, it was like, she was like really like torn up about it. We're like, dude, you cried on top of a cheeseburger.
That cheeseburger, which was not farm-raised grass-fed beef,
I know, but she
was
wanted
like,
it.
what do I have to give up for this cheeseburger?
Yeah.
She was gonna give up her soul. That was hilarious.
She did feel like she was gonna give up her soul, and she went to all of us, and she's like, what do I do? And then, like, when I'm sitting on the rock and, like, Red's they came up to me and they, like, got me on either side. Yeah. It was, like, Red and Dave, and they're like, aren't you hungry? Don't you want something? Aren't you hungry? And I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of hungry. And they're like, we got a cheeseburger for you. I'm like, no, I'm not good. You know, I don't want that. And they're like, baby girl, you can have it. You can have it. That's for you. That's our gift to you. And I'm like, get away from me. I don't want to talk to you guys.
I'm trying to think, like, what aside from seeing Jess in her wedding dress for the first time, which was, like, leaps and bounds beyond anything else. Yeah. I'm trying to think what was my best moment.
A lot of other people's was that moment. Like, the wedding was one of the favorite moments for a lot of people. Another was
I know what mine was.
Baseball.
And this is crazy because it was when the pastor left. Like when he said he was going to leave. I got so emotional. But looking back at it, such an emotional wreck. Sensitive, aren't I?
You remind me of my dad.
But that moment, when I said I had a couple words for him, that was the minute I knew that this was real, and these people are more than just a doctor, a lawyer, a hunter. These are real people, and I saw how they affected me.
impact.
And that was the minute I was like, wow, this is something real. That's when it got me, and I'll always remember that, because I didn't expect that. I expected to come in and all,
like the whole time, just fight and rage on.
Oh my god! And then when I come, what do I do? I'm the crier. Fuck me.
And a hippie to boot.
Oh, watch your mouth. I will push you off this dock.
Listen, I saw you calling and receiving.
Oh,
Let's not mix words, Robbie.
Yeah.
It's in there. I'm gonna come see you in a year. You're gonna have like long hair and smell like patchouli.
Oh goodness. Now I'm not saying I haven't ever worn a tie-dye shirt before. Maybe I haven't. Maybe I have owned the Volkswagen bus, but I'll be damned if I'll ever be a hippie.
I hate to like. I'm not gonna put a title on it, but
yeah, labels are for jars. All right, labels are for jars.
That's what a hippie would say. Just change your tone, and that was it. Labels are for jars.
Come on, you guys. Seriously, you guys.
Right, seriously.
Yeah. I'm glad I can talk with you.